Okay, over to the Blueprint for Impact team.
I am Jennifer Germain, and on behalf of our entire team in our region, I welcome you to Blueprint for Impact. Next slide. I want you to think about your own community for a second and think about all of the people and the environment that you love there. And then imagine that 14 million of your good friends and allies descend to join you every single year. That gives you a great picture of what it's like to live in Southern Appalachia. We are home to the most visited national park with the Smokies, as well as the most visited scenic parkway with the Blue Ridge Parkway. We absolutely love our forests here. We have several national forests as well. Our city that's in the middle of it is Asheville, North Carolina. And compared to that 14 million people, that's about a population of 280,000. Quite a difference. For centuries, literally centuries, we have been known to be a hub for healing and wellness, with many people coming to our mountains to seek this, as well as a really arts and cultural and musical hub. Next slide. However, there's a story that goes untold in Southern Appalachia, with all those 14 million people coming in to visit us every year. We rely a lot on outsiders. Our industry is built on tourism, which also means that a lot of our nonprofits and community organizations get support from outsiders as well. A lot of times it's the federal or state government coming in because we don't happen to have a lot of large business or generational wealth in our area, which means we see fewer amounts of foundations and donors giving in our own communities, which we can ride that for a while until something exasperates these conditions. Next slide, which happened to us last September when Hurricane Helene absolutely devastated our region. We saw more than 60 billion with a B in damages that's already occurred here. And with the federal government really cracking down on the amount of funding that they're providing, we're really in a crunch here in our area. Every single day, we hear about businesses going under. I just heard about two restaurants that closed just yesterday. Next slide. Hurricane Helene became the catalyst that really allowed us to see that something needs to change here. We have to empower our own region to take back the narrative and have a little bit more control instead of allowing a lot of the outsiders to do that for us. We believe that innovative financing is one of the solutions to help us right this imbalance. Next slide. This is where Blueprint for Impact enters. We are a 501c3 nonprofit organization made up of a team of financing and storytellers who are collaborating high impact initiatives throughout Southern Appalachia. Our three modalities that we rely on is collaborate, finance, and amplify. Next slide. In collaborate, we're talking about the emerging portfolios. Our emerging portfolios that we're using to get this off the ground are really focused on the foundational pieces that make Southern Appalachia, Southern Appalachia. Next slide. The first piece is I already told you how dear our forests are to us. We had over 40% of our trees go down in Hurricane Helene. For the first time, we are facing a major wildfire risk and crisis in our area. We are supporting initiatives to get all of that downed trees moved off our forests and to really rebuild our forests in this area. Next slide. We're also looking and helping out our farmers. Our soil and our water systems were deeply impacted. They're still deeply impacted by Helene. We already have solutions with farmers here on the ground to help rebuild the soil and remediate it. We're looking to expand the initiatives within our own farmers further across this region. Next slide. And I mentioned to you in the beginning that for centuries, Appalachia had been looked at as a health hub. We're looking to expand initiatives that are already here, where doctors are actually prescribing nature to children. And we're looking to expand that initiative because we see that we can create a blueprint for the rest of the world to follow here. Next slide. And we're also looking at the farm fresh produce that comes out of our farmers. We're working to expand an initiative that actually takes this fresh produce and gives it to the hands of the most food insecure populations in our area and expanding this throughout the region because the way they do it is completely dignified and creates community. Next slide. I've already mentioned our economy has been deeply impacted. A lot of the organized small businesses and restaurants that support our tourism industry can't thrive in the current conditions. We're setting up microeconomies where we're reducing their overhead to give them the chance to thrive, to create more wealth and generational wealth in this community. Next slide. We're also coupling with the arts. Art has and culture has traditionally kept our community together, and it's also what's always tied us to the outside world. So we're looking to back them and make sure that they continue to thrive throughout this difficult time. Next slide. We're taking each of these, we want to make sure that you see that we see this as an entire ecosystem that we're working on with these emerging portfolios, because all of them impact each other and they flow one to the next. Next slide. We take these emerging portfolios and we actually build out financing solutions. Next slide. What we're looking to do is we bridge not only philanthropy or government funding, but we're looking to go into private capital and investments to try to get in more of a financial infrastructure to back and to seed our nonprofits and community organizations here, our entire region. Next slide. And once we back that with the financing and the funding solutions, we look to media. Next slide. Our impact media creates short form impact media stories that follow every single one of our projects because we know that media has the ability to recreate stories and be able to have the nation look at our region in a different way. Next slide. Besides the short form stories, we have a full scale documentary that's going to be pulled together called Blueprint Appalachia. That's following the story of how we rebuild after Hurricane Helene and what it looks like to rebuild in a more regenerative way. Next slide. We'll be
Well said,
distributing
Jennifer.
this. We'll be distributing this nationally in many different distribution channels to get the visibility and the word out about what's really going on, the full picture of Southern Appalachia. Next slide. We're an amazing team of 4 people, but we couple with so many other people in this region. Next slide. And we're looking for funders and investors to couple with us as we build out our seed phase funding of $650,000 more dollars to be able to get the financing and the visibility created, to be able to get more support, next slide, to take what we're doing here into the next additional phases to get more funders and investors interested in our area. So our region can take back our narrative and empower ourselves from the inside out. Next slide. I'm going to have my team drop more information in the slide so you can get to know us and get to know, oh, they already did. They're in front of me. Get to know us here at Blueprint for Impact. We hope we can begin a relationship and get to talk to you even further. Thank you, everyone.